Good morning. Reading, learning, target for the week of 4/6/20. We will synthesize information to create new understanding. Take 5.6H. I will identify the main character, his or her character traits, and the big idea from my story so far. The assignment, steel chart. We will use the stop and jot strategy. Stopping and jotting is a strategy encouraging you to stop, think, and write about what you're learning as you read. This is a great tool to check your understanding. The poster in our class is on the right-hand side. We identify text that provides insight into the main character. Mark on a sticky note and leave it on the page. If you don't have a sticky note, you can use index cards or scraps of paper. Show your thinking and then go back and use these later. The steel chart strategy. This is for indirect characterization. You will read your story, identify the main character, recognize the character traits through S, speaking, T, thoughts, E, effects, A, actions, and L, looks. This is direct text evidence. Use your background knowledge to prove your inference for the character trait. Our steel chart is on the left-hand side. The right-hand side is the steel chart that we had just laminated in our classroom. This describes the S for speech, the T for thoughts, the E for effects, the A for actions, and the L for looks. This is all just a reminder. Character traits. These are the values that someone has. They're not likely to change. They make the person into the individual that they are. Character traits describe the person. These are some key things to remember. It is not a one-time feeling because of a specific event. The following resources are included to help you use 5th grade vocabulary words. On the right-hand side of the screen is the positive and negative character traits. This slide has character trait examples. It also has synonyms. So instead of nice, you might use kind-hearted. Instead of mean, you might use inconsiderate. An inference. Another reminder is that an inference is connecting the text evidence and background information to identify a character trait. Here's something for your math thinkers. We had this on the board. It was on a strip of paper. Text evidence plus background information equals inference. Text evidence is words directly word for word with quote marks around them from the text. You also put the page number that you found it on. Background knowledge is what you already know. Your assignment for the week will be to focus on identifying a character's traits using the STEEL strategy. You will read a chapter book for 30 minutes. While you are reading, you will 1. Identify the main character. The character goes here, the book title right there. You are going to make inferences about the character right here from using the text evidence and your background knowledge, and you will decide whether it's the S, the T, the E, the A, or the L. You will then put that all together to determine a big idea from your chapter. Here's some practice. In the strangers, our book that we were reading, we read about Finn in chapter 1. The 3 Greystone kids always raced each other home when they got off the school bus, and Finn always won. It wasn't because he was the fastest. Even he knew that his older brother and sister, Chess and Emma, would let him win so he could make a grand entrance. When I read that, I might stop and put in a sticky note. Finn seems a bit spoiled to me. The text says, even he knew that his older brother and sister let him win so he could make a grand entrance. I put quote marks around that and the page number. My background knowledge is anyone who knows that they will always get their way is usually spoiled. And then I would read on. On this page, Mom, he called again, your afternoon break entertainment has arrived. She's in the kitchen, Chess said, hanging his own backpack on the hook where it belonged. Can't you hear? And I would continue reading. When I find something, I will stop. Finn seems like an attention seeker. In the text, he says, your afternoon break entertainment has arrived. Plus, Emma mentions that he usually talks instead of listening. Page 3. So I have my information in quotes, and then I have my page number written down, and my background information says my sister always talks and never listens to what anyone else says. She always wants to be the center of attention. And there's another. Finn is being rude on page 4. He says, are you going to stand around asking stupid questions when you could get your answer just by walking into the kitchen? And it's all in quote marks. The page number was written right there. My background information is even if I think someone is asking a dumb question, I try to use my manners and express my thinking in a kind way. But Finn does not. My big idea when I put all my sticky notes together. Finn's words and actions help me realize the importance of the golden rule and being considerate of others. And this is how I would fill the paper out, the steel chart, for the book, The Strangers. I have Finn, which is the character's name, from The Strangers. My inference was spoiled, attention-seeking, and rude. Those were his T for thoughts. And I have that all written out in my steel section, my text evidence with page numbers and quote marks, my background knowledge, and my big idea. Now it's your time. Good luck. Email me or join a Zoom if you have any questions. This is all this has all been done before.